double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack. In the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey. Mike, sit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Packers defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Let's make these babies cry.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So no gain on the play, and it will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Again, it's Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
$10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. Here's Tony on the quick slant. On the move past the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And just shutting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
Slam. Switch. Tight go. 25, check 25.
Here's a give to Jones running left. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Here we go.
3rd down and 1.
Watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Tighten up. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt them.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On now is the Packers punter. Kadarius Toney deep for KC. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Tony on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. A give right side for Pacheco. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll come up now, third and 9. Play action, it's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
That's complete to Tony. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And we're at the 41, second and 9. Mahomes now to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's second and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Yeah, that's what I do.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Quick slant to Watson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there. Four yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Go! Mike, 55. Right there, look, 55. Quit talking about it.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 2nd down and 6 now.
65, 65. Check 99, check 99. 49, check 49, check. Hey.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for. That time it costs them. After the penalty, it's Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, able to avoid him. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13 seen. And the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. They'll get this down to the 38. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
15's the mark. 15's the mark. I got 15.
Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just kind of a wing and a prayer there. This ball's kind of up for grabs, but they're at a point where they have to live with that. Unfortunately, this one winds up incomplete.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This for the lead in the final stages. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Able to find Jones. He's across midfield. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Green Bay, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she, but that she good for me.